Hello, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Big blessings, less stress. You know what time it is, man. We are in the snake yard. Actually, just finished doing some cleaning. I tell people all the time, I'm not a snake expert. You know, I research and I do what I can to try to learn what it is that I can about the species that I own. And yeah, most times it's pretty pleasant. I learned a lot, and sometimes, I feel like I was doing something and I'm fucking up. So lately, I've just been trying to do more research and also do more trial and error and less research as well at certain times. So I say that because some people's advice isn't always the best advice. Some people take care of their snakes differently. Some people don't even really give a fuck about their snakes. Some people say it's safe to do this when it's not safe to do that. I'm making the video basically just to tell you that it doesn't matter if you own one snake or three snakes. One of the biggest things, man, that we can do to make sure our snakes stay safe and healthy is making sure we clean up around them, clean up after them. One snake could be a hassle. Got to clean the substrate. Got to clean the tanks. Got to clean the water bowls regularly. You got to clean the snakes themselves. You have to clean outside the enclosures. You have to clean the snake room. Make sure that you invest in Crexidine because this is major when it comes down to the sanitation and things. You can also clean your snake with those and small cuts and bruises and so forth. So if you didn't know that. But the importance, like I said, keeping your enclosures clean, keeping the environment clean, keeping the air clean. I got a air purifier in here as well for the snakes, That's their own personal air purifier because so I can make sure the air is good in here as well. One thing I try to make sure that I keep in here, just because it works for me, may not for you, I like to handle my snakes barehanded. So that's one thing. I like to handle them barehanded more than I do any other way. But there are times where you'd want to use gloves when handling them, as well as when doing certain cleanings, like cleaning the substrates and cleaning, using chemicals and things of this nature and so forth. But these gloves will save your life, and they save you from cross-contamination, things that can still come about with you even wearing gloves, But this is just helping you. A little good preventative measure. And also I like to keep this hand sanitizer because I think we all need hand sanitizer. Everybody should have some of this. If you got it don't matter if you got one snake or three or 43, whatever the case is, you gotta have hand sanitizer. And most people do know, but I will say it just to make it and put it on the record. Hand sanitizer is not an alternative for washing your hands. You still want to make sure you give a good hand wash after doing certain things, because you don't want to carry things from one place to another just because you slipped up on washing your hands or thinking that hand sanitizer is going to cover it. Doesn't work like that. No, just a couple pointers and stuff just to help a few people, like I said. Might come handy, might not. Everybody does things differently. I'm not a snake expert. I just like to make sure I do things as properly and as according as possible to make sure that I'm safe, my snakes are safe, and that leaves everybody happy. Everybody is happy at that point. So, big blessings, less stressing. Make sure when you take your gloves off, you remove one glove and you place the other one inside, without having to touch anything from the outside of the gloves. Quick pointers, learn from tattooing. You see the shirt, just the tip. Big blessings, less stressing, man. You already know what time it is.